The election campaign is underway. We have a date. It is May 3. It'll be the closest election in many years, and joining me at the desk are Assistant Immigration Minister Matt Thistlethwaite and Liberal MP, Manager of Opposition Business Paul Fletcher, the red corner, the blue corner. Welcome, gentlemen.
Good to be with you.
Morning, Tim.
Peter Dutton says that Australia can't afford another 3 years of a Labor government. How do you respond?
Peter Dutton's a walking contradiction. He says that he cares about cost of living, yet he voted against Australians getting a tax cut this week in the Parliament. He's voted against energy bill relief. He's voted against caps on international students. He says that he cares about cost of living, but his record in the Parliament says otherwise. Because of Labor's strong economic management, we're now in a good position. The economy is turning the corner and there are better days ahead, and that's why we're getting inflation down. That's why we've got very low unemployment, and that's why we've had the first of what is hopefully many more interest rate cuts. So there are better days ahead under Labor. All you're going to get is cuts and you'll pay more under Peter Dutton.
Paul?
Well, what we've actually had for the last 3 years is record decline in living standards, disposable income down 8%. We've got rents up 18%, housing up 14%, so inflation. We've got high interest rates. Our country's in decline. This election is a sliding doors moment for our country. We can fix that, and one of the things we can fix it with, of course, is our plan to deliver immediate relief through a fuel tax excise, a fuel excise reduction. That'll come in immediately, as compared to Labor, who are proposing to give you 70 cents a day that won't come in for 15 months with their so-called tax cuts. So our fuel excise reduction is going to deliver very significant benefits to Australian households, and it'll come in immediately. So it's a very clear choice at this election, and what we have a plan to do is to deliver a stronger economy with lower inflation, cheaper energy, more affordable housing, safer communities, quality healthcare.
Anything you want to pick up there?
Well, the fuel excise is temporary. It won't be permanent, and it means that you're not getting investment in rural and regional roads. That fuel excise pays for better roads, particularly in the regions. That's why Barnaby Joyce was publicly opposed to it. It's a temporary measure. It's a sugar hit for 12 months. Under Labor, you'll get a permanent tax cut. And for the average Australian, the combined tax cut is about $1,300 a year. You'll be better off with those combined tax cuts that have already been put in place.
Watch that language closely, because what really matters is what's new, and what's new is 70 cents a day in 15 months, whereas what we're proposing for a typical two-car family, you're talking about close to $1,500 now a year. Now this is a significant measure designed to address what is a real cost of living pressure that Australians are facing now with the cost of transport, but also electricity and gas up 32% electricity. That's why we've got a gas reservation policy that Peter Dutton announced on Thursday night, because the cost of gas is also a key input to then the cost of electricity, but also a key input across our economy. So we've got plans to get inflation down.
Your proposal is temporary. Labor is offering a permanent tax cut. The Liberal Party is offering higher taxes. Labor is offering lower taxes to the Australian people. That's the key difference in this. Labor is offering lower taxes on a permanent basis. We are offering a one-off
we are
sugar hit
offering a much
that may not work, and we'll end up with worse rural and regional roads.
Targeted tax cut, a cut in fuel excise that will take effect once we come to government, going to deliver a significant benefit across Australia. But it's also part of a broader plan where we've got all of the elements laid out by Peter Dutton on Thursday night to build a stronger economy with lower inflation. We've made it clear, we're going to reverse Labor's plan to put on another 41,000 public servants, because this reckless government spending is in turn what is driving up inflation and keeping interest rates high.
I don't mean to interrupt, but we only have a certain amount of time. What about the personalities? Because elections these days are run so much on the individuals. Has Peter Dutton improved enough?
Peter Dutton is a very experienced minister who's held key portfolios like health, like defence. He was Assistant Treasurer. When you think about the steady, experienced hand that we need leading Australia in some of the most uncertain global times we have seen since World War II, somebody with Peter Dutton's experience is exactly what is called for. he will state clearly on a principled values basis what Australia is doing internationally in our engagement with the United States, in our engagement with China. You look at the flip-flopping that we've seen, for example, from Mr Albanese on Ukraine. When we were in government, we consistently backed Ukraine. We provided tanks. This government, sadly, refused to provide the Taipan helicopters, refused to provide more thermal coal. Mr Albanese told us that he would maintain a long-standing position on Israel, but in fact reversed it.
Okay, now I'll let you do two things here. We are done for time, but you can respond to the Ukraine and also tell us how important it is for Anthony Albanese to manage the view of him as an individual, because he had a honeymoon period, the gloss went off on occasion through the past few years.
Australia's been one of the largest non-NATO contributors to the effort of Ukrainians to resist the illegal and immoral invasion from Russia. And Australia has provided over $1 billion worth of support. We've been one of the largest backers of Ukraine, and we continue to back Ukraine. And I was at an event a few weeks ago speaking on behalf of the Australian government, continuing our support for Ukraine. So that's complete rubbish. Anthony Albanese has provided steady leadership for Australia, and our economy is turning the corner, and there are better days ahead for Australians. You're going to get cost of living support under Labor, you're going to get cuts, and you're going to pay more under the Liberals.
We're off and running. Paul, Matt, we'll do it again next week.
Thanks, Timmy.